Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite cleaning products. So we'll get to it in just a minute.
With every start, we are born again. Open your heart.
As you can see, I have assembled quite a bit of my favorite cleaning items to go over with you guys today. Some to save you money, some to save you time, and all to save you chemical exposure. So to start off with, I'm just going to lead with this. Everything that I have a link for is going to be down below in the description. Some of this you may have already seen before, some of it you may not have seen before, but all of the links that I can find will be down below. Some of them are affiliate links, some of them are not. I just believe in these products enough that if I put a link down below, know that I've used it and that I trust it, and I think it's the best option for what there is. So let me go grab the first item that we're going to start with. The first item we're going to start with is Force of Nature. You can't see it super well because of the glare. I have so many lights up, but I will stick a picture right up over there. While I am talking about everything else, I'm actually going to make more because this is almost gone. It's down to the very bottom. So I'm going to dump out the little bit that's left. We use this for all of our general purpose cleaning. This goes for the kitchen counters. This goes for the mirrors in the bathroom. It goes for the toilets, the sinks, anything that you want to wipe off, door handles, light switches, chairs, anything like that. This is what we use. So I'm going to show you actually how to make it. This is the little beaker. I love this thing. It's like science for cleaning. There's a little plug that you take off, a little plug cover, and then we're gonna plug it into the wall with this. I'm gonna fill it up to the line right here with water. I just use my well water. I haven't had any problems with it. I don't see any buildup inside. Then I'm gonna put one of these little packets into it. And what these packets are, you just use one every time, and it's really potent, and it lasts at its maximum strength for about 2 weeks. And then after that, it begins to diminish. We clean a lot, so we usually go through it every 2 weeks. So here's the little packet, and it is a combination of vinegar and salt, and that's all it is. So I'm gonna pour that into here with the water, and then when we plug it in, we're gonna push this button on the front, and it's going to electrolyze the water, and it's gonna change the chemical makeup of the water with the solution in it and create something that's very similar to bleach. And it cleans just as well. It smells like pool water, but it doesn't bleach your clothes, and it doesn't have all the other harmful properties, kind of like messing with your gut microbiome and things like that. So I'm gonna go get this set up, and then I will show you guys how easy it is to squirt the packet in and push the button. We're gonna see if I can do this one-handed. So you just twist the top, and then it pops off. And if you need to reclose it for any reason, I always do it afterwards. There's a little pin that you can put inside, and it'll close it off. So here is the water. It's filled up to the fill line, and it's plugged in. So then you simply take your little packet, squeeze it in there. It smells really strongly of vinegar. Then you push this button at the bottom. It goes from blue to green. It's gonna go from blue, and then it'll be half green, and then it'll be all green. And when it's all green and it's done flashing, that tells you that it is done. So we're gonna let that sit there. It takes like 4 to 5 minutes. So we're gonna let that go while we move on to the next product. So I just take the little bottle and the little cap, and I always plug it on top. You can see it holds it pretty well. So, and then I just throw it away. Yes, it's plastic, but this is a whole lot less plastic than the big cleaner bottles that you get for using other products and things with bleach in it. I much prefer this. You could also cut it up into little pieces. I just throw this away the way it is. You do that, and let me see. Who are we gonna grab next? Okay, I know who we're gonna grab next. As many of you may know, we have one little puppy. And that one little puppy does tend to make a really big mess. So I almost didn't even think about this, but I'm actually going to show you the pet stain remover that we use, because I'm sure that there are a lot of you that do have pets, and this is actually a really good product, best one I've ever used. So I definitely stand behind it, and you can go directly to their website, or you can get it on Amazon. I actually got this one on Amazon because I've got big giant doggies who have accidents or throw up or, puppy training. My Pet Peed is the name of this product. And this by far works better than anything else I've ever used. When we first bought it, we bought the spray bottle size that, we used. And then I went to buy more, and then I realized that they had a gallon size. So I actually bought 2 gallons of the stuff so that we have extras on hand. And then I just gotta, just refill the spray bottle. This works amazingly. When you first spray it onto whatever you're spraying it on, it smells really strongly of urine or poop or vomit or whatever it was, because it's actually lifting the stain up and pulling it into the air as it gets rid of it. This is the only one that we found that keeps the animals from returning, especially puppies, returning back to the site of the crime to do it again. When we use this, they don't go back again. So I figured I would share that with you guys. I honestly don't know what kind of junk this has in it, but it's absolutely worth it to me. And I'm not putting it on my skin. I use gloves to make sure that I keep it off of me. But this one is a really good product. So let me go grab another one. For all of our liquid soaps, we like to use Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. They have so many flavors, I can't even begin to tell you how many there are. We use the hand soap, we use the dish soap, and then this is also a hand soap refill. They do have more products. They have an all-purpose cleaning spray. They have room air fresheners. They have quite a few things. I love this product. It does not have a whole bunch of junk in it, no artificial colors, because I'm really big on those darn artificial colors. So these ones have just worked out really well for us. They still handle the grease really well. It might take a little bit more than, say, Dawn, but I really like them because there's really not a whole lot of chemicals in them. So down below, I linked my favorite flavors. They have so many more flavors, but I didn't want to go through and link all of them. So I just put my favorite ones down there. So if you want to go check those out, those are down below. Up next is what I mop the floors with. Now, the Dr. Bronner's has so many different uses and purposes and they have a little right here in all of the text that's all over the bottle. They tell you how to dilute it for what your purpose is. You can do it just for hands and body, face wash, a hair rinse, hand dishes, laundry, mopping the floor, washing the dog, all-purpose cleaner, shaving arms and legs. They have lots of options on here. I do not use this for everything because I have found for us it was actually very drying to our skin, but I do really like it as a solution for mopping the floor. This just makes it easy because you use, if you read it right here, it says mop the floor, 1/2 cup of soap to 3 gallons of hot water. I generally don't need 3 gallons of hot water, so I only do 1 gallon, maybe 2, and then only 1/4 cup of this, so it lasts quite a while. This is peppermint flavored, so it has a nice clean scent that's left over afterwards. We also do use this on the dogs on occasion because it is a Castile soap. It is pretty harsh. I don't recommend this for shampoo because it is really drying on your hair and your scalp. I know some people have had good results with it. I did not. It dried my hair out horribly. So I stick to using this for the floor and on occasion the dogs. If they go get in the creek, this is what they get because the other stuff that we have is fairly non-toxic for them, but it doesn't always get everything off. So when my puppies go swim in the creek, they end up getting a bath with this. Okay, and it has been about, oh, danger. It's been about 6 minutes and my bottle just turned green. So I'm gonna finish that off real quick. Unplug it from the wall. plug its little thing back in the back to protect it. And then you take it and you pour it into its little companion bottle, its spray bottle. I'm sure this is terribly entertaining to watch me pour. All right. It smells very, very strongly of pool water. That's it. We use this for windows and mirrors as well as everything else. It kills everything. We use it to clean the cinder, which is buried behind products right now. We use it to clean the counters. I will use it to clean my toaster oven, the sink, you name it, we use it. And I think that it is a fantastic job of killing the germs and not harming our skin. I will give this to the kids because I trust it that much and say, okay, go clean something. Cassidy and Bella actually do the bathrooms every single Friday using this product. So I will link down below. My affiliate link is down there. And then there's also other videos that you can watch learning more about it when you go to their website. So I highly recommend that you check out Force of Nature. We've been using them for 5 years at least. And I just love it so much that I don't even bother going to anybody else. So that's as easy as it is to make your next batch. Use it up in about 2 weeks. There's been times that we've not used it in 2 weeks and I think it still works perfectly well. It's just not quite as potent. So whether or not you dump it or if you use it a little bit past its prime, then that's completely up to you. Alrighty, on to laundry. The brand that I love the most is Molly Suds. We've been using it. I get the peppermint flavor. And this bag is 120 loads. We got the 2-pack of it, so that is a year's worth of laundry for us. And I love the scent. It really seems to get the clothes very clean. It has no nasty ingredients in it, and it just smells really, really fresh. Be careful, it is powder, and it's very fine powder. So don't inhale it. I can tell you from experience. I got this container. Ooh. And this is what I keep it in. This actually came with a scoop, but the scoop is far too big, so I don't use that scoop. The scoop that came with the Molly Suds is this guy right here. I use 1 scoop per large load in my HE washer. Works out perfectly well. You put it directly into the drum before you put your clothes in there. So, or a lot of times my kids will throw a bunch of stuff in there, so I'll just move it over to the side, dump it underneath all the way around, and then push everything back into place and then run it. It's done a fantastic job. I love the fresh, clean scent. And so far I haven't had any complaints or any problems. We have sensitive skin and it hasn't affected anybody. The other thing that I have in my washing machine, I pulled these, actually I have 2 sets of these. These were the old set that I need to clean apparently. These are super strong, powerful magnets. Now, there's a theory out there that if you use these, then it changes the properties of your water and it cleans your clothes really well. I tried it. I didn't love it. But what I did love, hopefully you'll be able to see, look at all that stuff that is on those magnets that came off of Richard's work clothes. So I keep these magnets in my washer at all times. Richard no longer works at a place that he should be getting all of these fragments. Plus we do have a lot of iron in our water too, so that's part of it. But these guys collect everything. I have found sewing needles, I have found shards of metal, you name it, I have found it stuck to these big old guys. So I love that it adds one more layer of cleaning to all of our clothes. And I mean, we live on a farm, so there is metal around, and my kids will come in with a nail or something in their pocket and not tell me. It'll be stuck to this. So I love these guys. They are a little bit more expensive. They are also linked down below. I think that they're worth it just for the added layer, especially if you're around a lot of metal and things like that. Just kind of gives me a little bit more peace of mind that the sewing needle that I found was on this and not in someone's sock. So that is what we do for the wash itself. For the dryer, we use these guys, the wool dryer balls. Now, some of these I got from, an online company that was more expensive, and then some of them I got from Walmart. I'm good with both. Honestly, they seem to work about the same. I use, for my fairly large dryer, anywhere from 8 to 12 of these guys. The clothes are a little bit more staticky, and I'm okay with that because the chemicals in the dryer sheets I'm not a huge fan of. The two flavors that I have found that I love to flavor these with are vanilla and peppermint oil to go with my peppermint scented laundry detergent. I put 3 drops of both of these onto every single ball, and it will last probably 5 or 6 loads before the smell begins to fade. And then I put more on there. These are therapeutic. Are they therapeutic? This one's therapeutic. This one does not say therapeutic, so you wouldn't be able to use it for ingestion. I wouldn't really use an off-brand for ingestion anyways, but these are the ones that I love to put on there, and it makes our clothes smell like a Christmas cookie when they come out. So that is what we do for our laundry. So far, it's worked out really well. No, it does not get out all of the super strong grease stains. That's actually one of the things that I do keep the Dawn around for. The Dawn, the clear Dawn, we'll keep that around for those stains, but I still don't like to use it much because it does still have a lot of those chemicals in it. But sometimes there's just a grease stain you need to get out. If you know of a better way to get out grease stains naturally, please leave a comment down below and tell me about it so I can go check out that product. Next on my list is going to be my favorite brand of essential oils. This brand we have been using for at least 10 years. They are located in Texas, so it's local to the United States. It is not a multi-level marketing company. I have absolutely nothing against those companies. I actually am a member of Young Living. I just love what this company does, what they offer, including the education that can be found on their page. So I do have an affiliate link for them. It is down below, and I've included several of them so that if you want to just look at education or if you want to purchase items, anything like that, you can click on one of those links. Education about essential oils, I think, is paramount because these things actually can be dangerous if used improperly. So I think that it is really important for you to educate yourself on how to properly use these oils. So this one is called Plague Defense. If you're familiar with Young Living, then it is kind of their answer to Thieves. The scent is very, very similar. The formula is almost the same. However, they have a children's blend because some of the compounds in Thieves could be problematic for some children. So just to be on the safe side, they have their own children's blends. This one's called Immune Support. So the rainbow letters indicate that it is safe for use with children 2 and over, and there's ones that they go specifically into 2 and under, 2 to 6, and then 6 and over. So all of those are pretty easy to figure out on their website. When you go in and you click on each oil individually, you can see which ages they're safe for. They tell you exactly how you should dilute it, and please do always dilute your oils. One of the things that people don't realize is that these oils actually work better many times when they are diluted. So lavender, for example, I always dilute in coconut oil because that's the one that we have the most of because I use it to wash my face. But lavender, when there's so much of the lavender all together and it's concentrated the way that it is, some of them actually stay closed and they're not accessed, they're not utilized. Whereas if you add it to a carrier oil, then because they're more spread out, they open up and it activates more of the active compounds in the oil itself. So you actually get more out of it when you dilute it properly. Lavender can be a little bit of a problem for boys. It is very estrogenic. So I recommend not using it on or around boys or men too super often, and honestly not too much. Don't overuse it on women or girls either, because too much estrogen for us is also not a good thing. So while it does smell fantastic and it's kind of the universal oil for everything, keep in mind that it does mimic estrogen. So even inhaled, you need to be careful with it. Again, dilution is key. And if you're using it in a diffuser, then using other oils with it or skipping, every other time would be beneficial. I also have another off-brand lemon. Now, the reason I have the off-brand lemon is because when I went to order some from Hopewell, they were out. So I went with another therapeutic one from Amazon, but I don't actually use this on us. I use this in the vacuum whenever we have a rainbow vacuum cleaner, but even if you have a bag vacuum cleaner or an open container, you can drop a couple of drops down into the dust collector itself. And as the air passes through, it will circulate and it will purify your room. So I still got one that was therapeutic grade, so it's safe for human consumption. Like I said, I'm not gonna actually eat this, but I don't know if you know this, this is fantastic for getting off sticky stuff. Do you remember that product? I think it was called Goo Gone, and it would help you remove stickers or sticker residue left behind from those paper stickers that peel and shred. The main active ingredient is orange and lemon oil. So I have found that if you just drop a bunch of this on there and leave it on with a paper towel, you can very easily wipe all of the nasty sticky stuff off underneath. This will take off. So if someone stuck a bumper sticker on your car on the paint, this will actually help take off the sticky stuff and leave the paint intact. So that's why I have a big bottle of this stuff, because you never know when you're going to need to unstick some stickers, says the mom of 9 children. Just saying. We use our essential oils to make bug spray. And the formula is down below. We got it from Wellness Mama. It's the one that I really like the best. Hopewell does have a bug off formula that you can order. I just kind of like, the fun chemistry of making our own. So we do it in a glass amber bottle with things like witch hazel and some other ingredients. All of that will be linked down below. And if you want to look into doing it, I figure it works pretty well because living in Wisconsin, where we have a ton of bugs and ticks especially, as long as the kids spray themselves with that, we seem to be perfectly fine. So if it works here, I'm guessing it'll work pretty much anywhere. I don't know. Last but not least is going to be some slightly unconventional items that we've kind of gotten away from in the recent, honestly, decades. We've had things like paper towels and even toilet paper that we've come to rely on. However, in the past year, many people found out that you can't always get paper towels or even toilet paper. So I wanted to present you with some options that not only you can stockpile a lot easier and a lot less of them, they last a lot longer, keep everything out of the landfills, and it saves you a ton of money. And for most people right now, that is a very good thing. So first, I'm gonna start with our paperless paper towels. Now, this I bought just to keep this guy up. This set is from Amazon. I got this, and the link, of course, is down below. It has a really thick cardboard tube that it comes with that you can reuse over and over and over again so that you can put it on this guy. Makes it really nice. And then these pull off one at a time. And they actually absorb very, very well. Yes, they do stain because we use greasy things. My cinder, we use these to clean the cinder. But they're very absorbent. So far, we haven't had any complaints with them. We use them as napkins for our faces. We'll use them to clean off the table. We'll use these to clean up the bathrooms, wipe up the mirrors, all of that kind of stuff, and then wash them afterwards. It has cut our budget down quite a bit, our bill down quite a bit, because we aren't buying something that I'm literally throwing into the trash can. There are some things that I absolutely do keep real paper towels around for. Blood, vomit, things like that, that I really don't want to have go into my washing machine. But for everything else, including the grease, we just try to scrape as much off into the trash as possible, and then we will finish up with this and the force of nature. So on to the toilet paper aspect of things. Here's the deal. I just got these and I have not installed them yet, but I have seen a lot of really good reviews on them, and I've heard a lot of people talking about them. And the fact is that only 75% of that only 25% of the world uses toilet paper, and the rest of them don't. This is a bidet. I got the one that has the heated water and a little controls over here, and we have yet to set them up. They came not too long ago and we just haven't gotten around to it, partly because it's winter and I don't want to freeze my bum off when we're done going to the bathroom. Yes, it has the heated water, but I don't know how long it's going to take to get up in my old farmhouse. So we haven't done it yet. And then these we actually got from Walmart. I'll see if I can find the link, and if I did, then it'll be down below. These are also called paperless paper towels. But what you would do is you would use the bidet and you would spray yourself off clean. And then these you would use to just pat yourself dry. Now, if the bidet has done its job and cleaned you off properly, then there shouldn't be anything on here. And then all you're doing is wiping off the rest of the water that is there. A lot of people keep a 5-gallon bucket in their bathroom. As soon as they use these, they drop them down into the 5-gallon bucket, and then it is taken downstairs and it is washed every day. So those are some options. We got different colored ones so that in case people wanted to use different colors, if everyone wanted to use their own special color, because when you've got young kids, sometimes color coding is everything. But these are our plan to start using when we begin using the bidet. I don't know of a single person that has ever switched over to using a bidet and then said, I hate it, I went back. So I'm hopeful that it does work out really well. We bought 3 of the same ones. They were very highly rated, and I know people who have personally used them and love them. It's a way to save money so that the next time the grocery stores run out of toilet paper, you're not freaking out because you already have your bidet up and ready with your reusable cloths to dry off your bum when you're done. So I think that about wraps up everything that I wanted to show you guys for our cleaning protocols and all of the products that I love to use. If you can think of anything that I couldn't think of, and literally the girls and I stood around for a few minutes going, what else? There has to be something else. I don't know what else. So if I forgot about any cleaning product, anything that you would like to know about, please drop me a comment down below and I will let you know what I use. And if I don't have anything that I love, then maybe we can have a conversation and you can tell me about something that would be even better. So thanks so much guys for stopping in today. Please do all of the things. I hope you really enjoyed this review. And we will see you guys on the way. I guess I could show you a thing. I should show you a thing. Hang on, let me do that. Don't shake, don't shake, okay. Whew. My fingers smell like vinegar now. Like blood or vomit or something like that. Hey babe, you need it?
Yes.
091?
Hold on.
That was rude, man, you interrupted me. Now I need to take a thumbnail. Okay. This is what I do to take a thumbnail. You have to play around with everything and figure out what you're gonna do. You can kind of see it. Just doesn't want to stay. That's a little bit better. That's it. I had to put it all away.